You, Michael Buffer. Can we just get a round of applause? Host with the most, but greatest MC of all time, Michael Buffer. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the global capital of boxing, Riyadh, where on Saturday night we have another absolute cracker for you. This time as part of the Esports World Cup. Now, we're going to speak to everyone up here very shortly, but just a note on Saturday night's main event. A truly wonderful heavyweight fight between one of the best heavyweights of the last 10 years, former world title challenger Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte, taking on the young, unbeaten, rising star, the man tipped to go to the very top, Moses Itauma. Now, boxing history is full to the brim with fights that share this narrative. The proposed passing of the torch moment, where the young fighter comes along, beats the veteran fighter, takes the torch and moves on with their career. Sometimes that young fighter snatches the torch, dispatches of the veteran fighter and truly announces themselves as a new star in boxing. But sometimes, just sometimes, the veteran fighter is able to conjure up some of that old magic and he just says no, not today, and he refuses to give up that torch. That is the fascination around Saturday night's main event. Is 20-year-old Moses Itauma now ready to mix with the big boys of the heavyweight division? Does he have too much youth, too much speed, too much skill, too much ferocity? Or does the body snatcher Dillian Whyte still have enough of that old grit, that power, that tenacity, and that warrior spirit to see off the challenge of the younger man? So many questions, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tune in live around the world on DAZN Saturday night. That is the only place where you can get the answers. Let me start by bringing in Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. And Frank, give us a bit of an idea as to how we arrived at this brilliant main event and what's at stake for both men, please.
All right, good evening, everybody. Obviously, this is a big part of the Esports World Cup, and it's led by the vision of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, and we thank him for this event being part of that. This fight, how did it happen? It happened because these two guys wanted to fight each other. They stepped up. A lot of people were avoiding Moses, 20-year-old undefeated prodigy, was at one stage called one of the best prospects in the world of boxing. He's firmly established himself. And the only man who was willing to take up the gauntlet was the warrior, Dillian Whyte. We know always comes to fight. He's been on the scene for a long time, has fantastic credentials, and you've only got to look at him to see how he's trained for this fight and the condition he's in and the mental attitude he's got. And we thought, yeah, let's get this on. Let's get this fight on. This is the fight that the fans want to see. They want to see the young up-and-coming guy against somebody who's proven himself time and time again in the ring. So that's how it came about.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, Frank. Let me bring in Eddie Hearn from Matchroom. Of course, you've got Ray Ford on the card, but can't help but notice you are sat next to your old charge, Dillian Whyte here. And can I just quote what you said about this fight? I'm going to do it anyway. You said that Moses Itauma was a horrible style matchup for Dillian Whyte, and Moses could indeed look sensational against Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got the momentum going into the fight. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to everyone turning up tonight. It's an incredible turnout, and you're right what you said about Riyadh. It really feels like the home of boxing now. Every time now you turn up, the events, the Kingdom Arena, and of course the cards. Maybe a little bit more low-key than others, but it shouldn't be. I think this is a sneaky, sneaky good card. A lot of these fights would be main event in their own right. Our guy, Ray Ford, we believe we've got the top 230 pounders in the world with Sugar Nunes and Ray Ford. I think they're on a collision course. Great fight with Abraham Nova. I love Adeleye against Hrgovic. I think it's a tremendous fight. If you haven't seen this guy fight, Sam Goodman, know that the style is going to gel into a fight of the year contender with Nick Ball. It'll be a war. And Dillian, to my left, who we've shared a lot of history with, and just a little glint in his eye this week. I think his back's against the wall, and I think he's a very dangerous man when that's the case. I didn't think he'd take this fight, but the fact that he took it tells me something. And then, as good as Moses Itauma is, just a couple of questions that he's never had to answer. and I think this is the man to pose them. So make sure you tune in to the global home of boxing, DAZN, this Saturday for what will be a brilliant card, a great heavyweight main event, and another incredible night of boxing in Riyadh.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Let's bring in Muhammad Adeleye. He is Riyadh born and bred. This is fight number 5 for you, Muhammad. You've been pro for almost a year now. Give us your kind of year in review. How's it gone and how much are you looking forward to Saturday?
Yeah, I think it went pretty well so far. You know, I've been training really hard, and hopefully I can showcase my skills more and more the more often I fight. Yeah.
And you've moved now to Abel Sanchez. You're up in the mountains in Big Bear. How have you found that transition?
Yeah, it's been tough, and hopefully I can showcase the skills and what I've learned training with Abel.
Okay, best of luck to you, Muhammad Adeleye, in action on Saturday night. Yeah. Riyadh born and bred, of course. Okay, let's move to a brilliant fight in the super featherweight division. The Ring Magazine ambassador, the unbeaten Hayato Tsutsumi, takes on Britain's Cash Ashfaq, former Olympian, of course, himself. I'm going to start with you, Cash, because, listen, you're a big underdog in this one, but you've taken this fight. Why is it your time?
Well, like I say, as soon as the fight came to me, I was happy to take it. Just the way I am, I guess. But alhamdulillah, listen, I've been written off all week, all camp really. But I've got a great team behind me. Alhamdulillah, all I need is Allah. No matter what, that's all I need. So look forward to showing that on Saturday, inshallah.
And Cass, I did catch one interview that you did before the fight, and you said that you actually didn't see too much special in your opponent. Is that about right?
Listen, he's got 2 arms and 2 legs, and he's got a head that's going to get jabbed off, so that's all that matters.
Okay, let's bring in your opponent, Hayato Tsutsumi. Hayato, you apparently have a head that's going to get jabbed off on Saturday night. How do you feel about it?
土曜日にジャブをはめる予定かと思いますが、その回に関しての土曜日への気持ちをお聞かせください。
そうですね、今いつも自分がジャブを当てて主導権握っているので、最初から最後まで自分のペースで自分のやりたいように試合を進めたいなと思います。
I like to keep my way, like from the beginning until the end, and I'm focusing on like my own style on this Saturday.
Okay, what is his prediction for Saturday night, please?
土曜日への予想はどうでしょうか。予想というか、ご自分自身の予想はどうでしょうか。
そうですね、5ラウンドまでに自分が KO すると思うので楽しみにしていてください。
I promise you, like I will make it to KO, so please be excited and wait for me.
Okay, that's a big promise from Hayato Tsutsumi and a promise there from Cass Ashfaq as well. Let's keep in the super featherweight division where we've got a brilliant fight between Raymond Ford and Abraham Nova, who stepped in to replace Anthony Kakachi. Now, I'm going to start with you, Abraham Nova, because many people said no to this fight, as far as I'm aware, but you said yes. Why do you fancy this one?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I took this fight just because, I've been active and I've been training and I wasn't even sitting in the couch. They gave me the call. I feel like it was a perfect style fight for myself. And, Raymond Ford is a hell of a fighter, but I feel like, I belong in that stage with the elites.
And I can see right in front of me, you've brought the mascot with you. He's made it through customs, so well done on that. But I've also heard you say that you've had too many close fights recently and you want to take it out of the judges' hands moving forward. Is that right?
Absolutely. If you guys have been following my career and know my story, know that, I've had some tough decisions, tough losses. And I think 2025 is my year to turn things around. I think this is going to be a breaking point for me, for myself.
Well, let's bring in your opponent, Ray Ford. And Ray, you've got a replacement opponent who is trying to take this out of the judges' hands on Saturday night. How are you feeling about this one?
I mean, let's be real. We know he's not knocking me out. So I don't even know why he even trying to hype himself up to even believe in it. We know where I'm coming with. I know where he's coming with, and he's just simply not on my level, and I'm going to show that I'm the best fighter that he ever been in that ring with.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We'll find out Saturday.
That ain't an opinion, that's a fact, and I'm going to show you.
It's your opinion.
You want to see?
It's your opinion.
We're going to see.
You're going to see too.
Let me ask you this, Ray. He of course had a close fight with O'Shaki Foster. I know Foster is a bit of a rival of you. Are you looking to make sure you do a better job and send out a bit of a message?
I'm going to put hands on him all night until it's time for him to go home.
Well, Abraham Nova, it sounds like Ray Ford feels he's just on a completely different level. Final word to you on this one.
You know, he's a fighter. He's supposed to feel like that. You know what I mean? All fighters, they feel like we're in different levels. You know, like I said, we're all entitled to our opinion. I'm glad that he's confident himself. I'm confident myself, and we'll find out Saturday night.
You're not confident.
Oh, we'll see.
Stop capping. You're not confident.
You can't tell me how I feel, champ.
You're not confident. I know you're not confident.
All right, you'll see it. Like I said, we're all confident, and we're going to find out.
That's why you're here.
Say that again?
You're here to get paid.
No, I'm here to win, champ.
Here to get paid.
I'm here to win, champ.
All right, we're going to see.
You're going to see.
Okay.
Well, we will all see Saturday night live on DAZN. Do not miss this one. Brilliant super featherweight fight. Let's move things on to one of the two heavyweight fights. And this one really caught people by surprise. David Adeleye, British champion, moving up to take on the Ring Magazine #6 ranked heavyweight, Philip Hrgovic. David Adeleye, I'm going to start with you on this one. I mean, for you, everyone's saying it, this is a jump up in level, but you seem cool, composed, and you look like a man who's ready for it. Talk to us.
Yeah, I suppose it is a jump up in levels because obviously he's better than my opponents I've been in the ring with so far, but at the end of the day, he's another human being, and the only person I fear is God. So, yeah, I think Saturday night's going to be a good night for the fans.
Well, Philip Hrgovic was actually asked by the Stomping Ground what he's impressed by about you. And he said nothing at all. He also said to me earlier this week that fighting you is a walk in the park. How do you react to that?
Saturday night, I ain't got to sell the fight. You know, what am I, second on the card? But it's not about me. Saturday night, everyone's going to see what's going on.
Well, let's bring in El Animal, Philip Hrgovic. You've seemed fairly unimpressed with your opponent, David Adeleye. You said it's a walk in the park. Are you still feeling that way?
Man, I had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Let's get down to business. That's it. He said everything. We'll see you on Saturday.
You were on the same show last time, and he boxed Jamie TKV. You saw his knockout, right? What did you think?
I think it was against the rules. He should be disqualified for that knockout, but it is what it is, and we are here now, and let's do it.
One of the things that David Adeleye has said is that Zhilei Zhang was able to knock you down. If you slip up against him, he will finish his dinner. That is one of the things he said in interviews. How do you feel about that?
No, Zhang didn't knock me down. It was a slip. He pulled me. And if you watch the tape, it was not a real knockdown. And Dubois didn't knock me down. It was tough because of the cut. So I was never down in my career. And I feel very strong, very confident, and coming to destroy this guy.
Well, David Adeleye, let me throw it to you. I mean, you've said in the build-up that you have the power to knock out a horse. No doubt at all that you've got the power then, surely, to knock out Philip Hrgovic. Is that how you're feeling?
Yeah, and if he keeps talking like that, I might knock him out, same way I knocked out Jamie, so who knows?
Looking forward, man. Let's get down to business.
Talking's done, Dev, man. Go on to the next person. Saturday night, we're going to see each other. We're both heavyweights. He believes in himself. I definitely believe in myself. Saturday night. And if I'm a walk in a park, I want to see what sort of park he walks through.
Did I tell, let's get down to business?
Yeah. We definitely get down to business Saturday night. Brilliant heavyweight fight. David Adeleye and Philip Hrgovic. Okay, let's keep things moving. WBA World Featherweight Championship on the line. Two unbeaten fighters. Nick the Wrecking Bull, Britain's only male world champion, defending his crown against unbeaten Australian Sam Goodman. Now, Sam, I'm going to start with you because this is your first fight outside of Australia. This is actually your first proper featherweight fight and your first world title fight. A lot of firsts. How are you feeling?
It's not my first fight at featherweight. I've been there before. I've been heavier than featherweight as well. So that ain't nothing new, but I've got a good guy in front of me and it's an opportunity I've waited a long time for. So, look, I prepared my whole life for this moment and I'm not ready to let it slip.
I said first proper fight at featherweight. Of course, this is a proper fighter here in Nick the Wrecking Bull. One of the things you said to me earlier this week is that if a wrecking ball comes towards you, you're going to go right through it. You feeling that confident you can go through this man?
Would I be here if I wasn't confident? Man, I'm here to win this fight and I'm here to do a job on this guy. Simple.
Well, let's bring in Nick Bull. This is indeed a proper fight for you on Saturday night. Sam Goodman is confident and he believes he can go through you.
That's the one, Dev. They're all proper fights, aren't they? This boxing's not no joke. It's serious, and when you put it 100% in like me, you know how serious it is and how serious we take these fights. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Main thing, glad to be back in Riyadh, yeah, defending my belt. This is where I won it, so it's a special place to me.
What do you think about your opponent?
Don't really know, to be honest. I'm not really thinking too much about him, yeah. He's unbeaten, he's hungry, he's coming, but he's not coming like me, so it's going to be an exciting night.
Sam, let me ask you this. Of course, you were scheduled to fight Naoya Inoue. You suffered that horrible cut. That was actually at the hands of Nick Bull's very good friend and training partner, Brad Strand. Are you concerned that there's any kind of intel that he's given away to Nick?
No, not really. It's boxing. He'll have to figure out the puzzle for himself on fight night. I know I've got many avenues to victory and, I'll exploit whatever one presents itself on fight night. So there's many strings to my bow and I look forward to showing that on Saturday.
Do you think he's ever faced anyone like you?
He's been in with good guys, but like I said, I think I'm a different puzzle. And look, I know he's a tough fighter and it's a tough challenge for me also, but it's a challenge I'm up for, I'm ready for, and I believe I can win.
Nick, let me ask you this. You are now Britain's only male world champion. Do you feel extra responsibility to hold on to that title on Saturday on top of what you normally would?
Not really, no. I've just got to focus on myself and do what I do best, yeah. So that's the main focus. But if it is there, it's good, innit? It's good pressure, so yeah, it'll all be in my favour.
How does this fight go, Nick?
Nick Bull wins, yeah. Exciting.
Final word to you, Sam Goodman.
And new on Saturday. Let's go.
Okay, brilliant. WBA World Featherweight Championship on the line. Let's get to this main event. Some are calling it youth versus experience. Is it a calculated gamble or is it a gross miscalculation? Let's speak to Dillian Whyte and Moses Itauma. And Dillian, I'm going to start with you. I mean, you have boxed at a sold-out Wembley Stadium. You've done multiple pay-per-views. You've kind of done it all. What is the significance of this fight in your career?
Can I first say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to all my brothers and sisters in Saudi. Thank you for having me. Thank you for Turkey for putting me on. And thank you to Kino Saudi for welcoming me and being nice to me and my people while I've been here. And also to my opponent. I've had a few main events, a few pay-per-view fights or whatever, but you know what? There's so much more left for me to achieve and chase in the game. I haven't really sat back and looked at my career and think about this and think about that. Listen, I'm someone that's not supposed to be here. Never had a great amateur career, no support. I'm a kid from Jamaica who's been written off many times. Not meant to survive, meant to be dead before I was in my 20s and stuff, but look, here I am doing stuff, so yeah. What more can I say?
Well, let me bring in Moses Itauma. Now, Moses, this is your first time as main event, first time you're fighting someone who you probably grew up watching. Give us your kind of opening thoughts and how this week's gone for you.
Thank you very much, Dev. I'd like to say thank you very much to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much to Frank Warren. I'd like to say thank you for Dillian Whyte for accepting this fight. And the last person I'll have to thank is myself, because I put the work in and got myself to this stage. And I feel like Dillian Whyte is a strong contender. Nothing personal. I got respect for every fighter that's on this table, but just business.
Were you surprised that he did take the fight?
To be honest, for a long time, I didn't think the fight was going to happen. But we're here. We're here, we're live, we're ready. We trained, we've been in camp for maybe 14 weeks now, so just ready to rock and roll, to be honest.
He's been talking you up. He's been kind of talking himself down. He's been talking about how he's just an old man and you should help him cross the street. What do you think's going on here? Is he trying to kind of lure you into a false sense of security? What game is he playing, if any at all? What do you think?
I think there's a rule in the 48 laws of power where you play a sheep to catch a wolf, and I feel like that's what Dillian Whyte's doing. If he is, if he's not, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna bring the heat Saturday night.
Dillian Whyte, are you playing the sheep to catch the wolf? Is that what's been going on this week?
I don't know, man, but there are no sheep around there, you know. No sheep around here. There's a lot of wolves around here, but no sheep.
Well, you actually said, Dillian, that you're being thrown to the wolves here, but they don't realise you've still got teeth. I guess the question is, how sharp are those teeth heading into Saturday?
Wait till Saturday to find out, man. You know, wait till Saturday to find out. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say this and say that, but you know what I come to do. I always come to fight, and nothing changed, you know. I always try and find a way to get a victory. And I always try and give my all in the ring, and nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Do you think your age has been overplayed in this fight? Only like a month ago, we had Alexander Usyk telling the world that 38 is not old. You're 37. Are people making too much of your age in this fight, Dillian?
I don't know. You guys are the professional. I'm just little old me. So what you guys make all the decisions. You know, boxing is. You know, you guys are the pundits and the professional. I'm just here to do my thing.
Moses, let me ask you this. I mean, Dillian's been playing it down, saying he's just a little old man, etc., but he has turned up in the shape of his life. I mean, what sort of fight are you expecting from him?
Honestly, I'm not putting too much pressure on the outcome of the fight. I know my game plan, I know what I need to do, so it's just my job to go there and execute. Whatever happens Saturday night, let it be.
I've heard you say in a few videos, don't blink. Now, is that just something cool to say in a social clip, or do you genuinely feel that this fight could go early?
Oh man, we're all heavyweights here, man. Any fight can end at any point. So I'm not delusional. I know what threat Dillian Whyte poses, so I'm not overlooking him. I'm taking this man serious.
Dillian, let me ask you this. What is the headline going to be about Dillian Whyte after this fight?
It's Saturday, we'll find out, man. Saturday, we'll find out. You know, I'm not gonna... Listen, these guys are analysts. They like to sit down and analyze everything and do all this stuff. So I'm just chilled. Listen, people think I'm some crazy guy, but I'm just a chilled guy. I just like to hang out and be chilled, man. But, you know, if I get pred, then shit happens. But I'm a chilled guy. I'm chilled and relaxed, bro. Leave me alone, I leave you alone. That's it.
I'm not going to leave you alone just yet. I've got one final thing. Do you have a message for your opponent on Saturday night? Please look at him and tell him something.
Good luck to you, man, and hopefully God make us both leave the ring safe and sound. Good luck.
Shukran.
That's a pretty nice message. Okay, thank you, Moses, unless you've got anything else to add.
One more time.
You're good?
Oh man, I'm blessed. Do you know what? I just had to take a picture of all you lovely people because I never thought that this many people would turn up to my fight, let alone a press conference. So I'm blessed to be here, and I'm grabbing this opportunity with both hands. This is the start of greatness.
Okay. Well, that is your main event on Saturday night. Will it be the start of greatness for Moses Itauma? Or is Dillian Whyte just that little bit too long in the tooth? We're going to get some face-offs very, very shortly. Thank you very much.